one.
Okay. Hello, my name is Miguel and Jasmine. We are the interviewer, and the interview is Miguel. So let's start with the first question.
Um, okay, so the first question.
Jasmine.
The first question is, what is your name?
My full name actually is Daniel Steven Helves Cardenas.
Okay, and how old are you?
I'm 19 years old, almost 20. My birthday is on July the 8th of 2000 of this year.
Okay. Uh,
Um, who do you live with?
I'm actually living by my own, so I'm only living with my pets. I have a cat and a puppy, so yeah.
okay. Have you traveled abroad?
Um, since like 2 years don't because of the COVID thing, but I mean I've been making travels through different parts of the country or maybe some different cities and all that stuff.
Okay, that's
Okay.
cool. What inspired that you learn a second language?
Well, my first inspiration was actually my career. Uh, maybe some people know that I'm a musician. I study music and I want to perform one day on Broadway and be like, like a performer, like an actor. So yeah, that was my biggest inspiration.
Okay. Very answer. And what do you start studying a second language?
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Because when I was like in middle school, like um my senior year, or no, my sophomore year, I was with a teacher and we were learning all that stuff about English, about the second language, about how to speak properly, and yeah, that was uh, the reason why I wanted to start and why I started talking and learning how to talk in English.
Okay. When we acquire another language, do you think it is necessary to make mistakes
During the process, yeah, I
during
mean,
the process?
of course, it's necessary make mistakes during the process because if you don't mess up when you want to do, it's going to be a bigger mess even in the future. So what my personal advice is try to make any mistakes as you can. Maybe if you do not how to pronounce a word, it's okay, doesn't matter, you can say it as whatever you want, and someone is always going to be there, even though it's a teacher, maybe it's a friend or someone is going to tell you no, the right pronunciation is this one. So you are going to learn and you are going to progress in your whole process of learning.
Okay. The next question. Very interesting question. Because very important. I think. Do you think that it is necessary to learn grammar rules?
Learn grammar rules. Well, at the beginning, yeah, because maybe you need to know how to make a sentence and how to make how can I explain it, how to organize the whole sentence and how to express yourself to an audience that's going to listen to you. So grammar rules, sorry, yeah, it's important. But what I think is most important is to practice and learn new vocabulary every day and every time, and keep learning that and keep moving forward into that aspect. Without an huge vocabulary, you cannot do anything. So yeah, grammar rules are important, but I prefer the practice and learning vocabulary, and knowing how to use it is going to be so much useful for you.
Okay. Now I wanna ask you it. What do you like the most about learning a second language?
What do I like the most is knowing different cultures, actually, because you can think, yeah, maybe it's just learn a second language and that's it. You can start talking, but no, that's not where it ends, because you need to learn how people express to other people, maybe in America, maybe in the USA, is so much different how people talk to maybe a friend or even his parents. And besides with London, it's so much. How can I explain it? It's like a lovely experience to even though in my work be I can be part of it because people it's you learn how to express properly with native people. So yeah, it's something that I like.
Okay. Um, uh, what strategies or methods or tools do you use to learn yourself? Because it's very complicated. Learn by ourselves, and sometimes, or in general, we need a teacher, we need a guide, we need something like that for learn a second language.
Okay. Well, the first method that I ever used was the music. Actually, I like to listen music in different languages to learn to know maybe more vocabulary and all that stuff. But if you have a friend or maybe you have a teacher that you maybe care about, you can ask him to give you lessons and give you maybe advices on how to progress. Mm, Other thing that I will recommend is don't be afraid of the subtitles. I mean, you can watch a movie in the native language and it's going to be good actually, and you can enjoy the movie as you were watching in Spanish. So yeah,
Okay, according to it, what do you think is the best way to learn a second language?
the best way to learn practicing always, all the day. Even though if you do not have a friend that speaks English or maybe a second language, you can talk to yourself. Maybe if you, I don't know if you are like me or something, but
Mhm.
you can have a second voice in your head and keep talking and make a conversation, uh, and you can improve. And maybe if you feel that something is wrong, you can say, okay, I'm not quite sure about this, but I can go to my home and take a look and see if I was doing it right or I was doing it wrong. So yeah.
That's
Okay. Um, what do you think about teaching a second language at a school?
uh Here in Colombia it's awful. I mean, here in Colombia I think that it's awful. Mostly at schools, not in a particular institute. At my school was not good. I mean, we were watching grammar rules all the time, nothing about practice. We were watching how to make sentences. We were doing like 300 sentences just to learn how to do that grammar rule. So yeah, it's something bad because that's another way to learn. So yeah, that's something that's
It's very
what I
common. I think that there are two English, the natural English or the English that use a native speaker, and the English that you use in a institute or in school. And I think that is there are a difference between those and English. I think. Yeah. The next question.
okay. The next question is, do you consider there is an effective way other than communication to learn a second language?
Mm, yeah. With maybe you can read, you can enjoy your hobbies, maybe music, movies, series, play video games, read a book. Actually, you can get so much information and so much of the culture and so much of the all the process of learning with with those tools.
Next question.
Okay. Um, how does self-confidence influence language acquisition?
Mm, Sorry, how?
How does confidence influence language acquisition?
Yeah, you have to be. Yeah, that's something that I struggle with in the past, because I was all the time thinking maybe I'm doing it wrong, maybe I'm not good enough. But come on, it's just a language. You can learn every single day, and you can learn how to improve your vocabulary, your pronunciation, your all that stuff. You can learn it through the process, and you have to be sure that what you're doing is going to be either bad or maybe right, and you don't have to be afraid of it. You can do it and just hope that everything is going to be well.
Okay, that's cool. Would you like to move another country where you have to use your second language permanently?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I only speak two languages, Spanish and English. And yeah, I would like to be right now. I would like to be at Canada. I would like to be working there, living there, living the whole experience there, because I can use what I have learned to improve my studies, and yeah, that will be nice.
But do you think um, there is a difference between learning a second language in a native country? For example, if I am learning English, I need to go to another country, for example, United States, for learn, and that
Mm,
are different. They're, they're, yeah,
are you meaning the difference between countries, something like that?
no, the difference between you learn second language in Colombia, for example, and another country.
Yeah.
I'm not quite understanding.
Mm, for example, if you think that there is a difference between learning English in Colombia and learning English in, for example, United States or Canada or England or Australia.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Well, yeah, of course, it's so much different because they learn how to speak it when they are like what 2 years old, and that's something that is in them, and the way that how they express and how they talk is so much different than how we are taught here, because here in Colombia is with grammar rules all the time, is with I mean it's so strict, but there is so much chill. I mean, yeah, of course you need to know how to make a sentence properly when you're going to talk maybe with your boss, but when you're going to talk with
It's like a
friends.
different way to acquire a second language. Yeah,
Sorry, how?
it's like a natural way to acquire a second language.
Yeah, that's right. The best way to acquire and improve is talking with native people. Actually, yeah, that's the
Okay,
correct way.
okay, yeah, that's it. No more questions. Thank you very much.
Okay, perfect.
Ya. En lo último es, no sé, creo que es por escrito también, pero sí podrías decir que autorizas que tus respuestas sean escuchadas por el profesor y demás, si
Sí.
puedes, por favor, decir.
Sí,
Vale,
sí, 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 me da igual.
vale, perfecto. Igual está también por escrito, por el caso. Muchas gracias.
Vale,
¿Cortamos eso? ¿O cortamos eso o no lo cortamos en el video?
Ah,
no,
no,
déjalo.